yeah. Oh my gosh, I could step on him and then I step on him again. You know, that's... And you can't blame a pig for liking to roll around in the mud. You just can never establish yourself as mud. You cannot do that. You can't ever let them think for a second. Or, this is what you do. Hey, who's your mud? Huh? I'm your mud, but you want to roll in this mud, you gotta get me paid. You know, that there's gotta be that. And unfortunately, you had a one-way relationship, which is what you didn't need, you don't want. What we have to do is we have to find out what we're getting back to is defining who this person is so that we know how to manipulate the situation. And when I say manipulate, I mean relay information properly to them. If you want me to make you look big, if you want me to bring the dancers to make you look big, because I'm all about making you look big, I need those contacts. That's what I need. It can't be... If you want to move the pieces, I wouldn't say I need those contacts. If he's ego, I would manipulate that ego. I would say, man, you're so huge, you're so big. Tell me some of the people that you know. You know, that's what I would do if I was in your situation. You're so big, you know, you're so huge. Tell me some of the people that, oh man, if I could only meet... Wait, you have the power, don't you? You have the power to get me to meet those guys, don't you? Oh, when you don't know that guy, you don't know that guy. When are you seeing him again? Come on, tell me, you know. And I would play him. Because some bosses pay you every Friday. And other bosses, hey, when are you going to pay me? Hey, where's my check? Hey, I'm not coming in on Monday. Mm-hmm. Some bosses you got to squeeze to get your paycheck. Mm-hmm. And this is a boss? Woo! You got to milk him. You know, because he's just not going to, I mean...
Well, he did come through a couple of times, which made me stick around. He introduced me to a guy named Jason Derulo. Mm-hmm. Maybe we can like slide to one of his music videos there. But big guy, he was top of the Billboard charts. He came into Stardust to do a show. I was hired to be Capsy's personal guard and his guard at 40 Below. It's Jason Derulo, who is still to this day a big artist. Got a chance to sit down with him, chit chat with him, and ask him really, really deep questions. And that was really cool. But you know, the relationship fizzled out because he was taking advantage of me. Cap was taking advantage, and I was letting him.
That's the thing. I think you can't really blame him because he was working the Brian, and he, you know, he's baiting the hook. Mm-hmm. And with those little introductions, he got to bait you and keep you on the line. Mm-hmm. Which is a bummer. What we have to do is we have to see our place in the greater scheme. Who are we? How are we manipulated? Know enough about yourself to know how you're motivated and how you're pulled and pushed, how you're drawn into things, because each one of us falls into things easily if the right path is taken. So what is that path? You need to hide and disguise that path from manipulators, people who would manipulate and do you wrong. But the truth is, we love being manipulated. A touching drama movie is all about that manipulation and feeling those directors and how good they are at manipulating your feelings and drawing you into the movies. You're crying and you're loving it. What an amazing film. And when it's a bad manipulation and it didn't draw you in and it didn't control you into feeling what they wanted you to feel, oh, that was a lousy film. When you have a good manipulation in a relationship, that person's vastly superior to you in manipulation, then you feel swept away. Oh my gosh, he understands me, he loves me. And that's a beautiful thing. When the person doesn't get you and doesn't know how to relate to you and can't manipulate you. We can't see manipulation as a negative. We have to understand that You know, people are all about banning guns, right? Guns are horrible. Guns kill people. I want to ban minivans. Minivans are horrible. You always have some driver, some wife, soccer mom that has 1,000 things on her mind. She's on the cell phone. She's gonna kill people. She's gonna kill her own kids, and she's texting. She's not paying attention. Always slamming on her brakes because she's almost gonna hit the car in front of her. Ban minivans. You know, you can do a heck of a lot more damage with a minivan than you can with most handguns. I could shoot into a crowd with a handgun. I could drive through a crowd in a minivan. Let's ban minivans. You know, what is it? What it is we are all manipulated. How do the pieces move on the board? That is the great game. So, Bri, you don't like it because your pieces were moved. You were a piece and you were moved. How were you moved? Watch for that. Every single person is our teacher. What do? The reason why we enjoy each other's company is because we attain self-reflection from our meetings. We talk to each other, you tell me about something, and I self-reflect on that something and tell you, yeah, totally, I see that. I feel the same way about that. And you think, oh, he feels the same way about that. That's validating my experience. That's proof that he's listening to me and caring about me. I think I'll talk some more. I love that you're talking some more because because it gives me an opportunity to say, yeah, and then chime in, I feel like this, and then you would do the same. Oh, I should validate him. And it's such a weird thing. If you break it down, our experiences with each other are about positive and negative experiences with ourselves. In Seishin Teki Kyoho, in spiritual refinement methods, when you get straight down to it, there's an inyo to the relationship that you have with another person. The first statement that is made is that you have no relationships with any people. Every single person you have a relationship with is really merely a mirrored relationship with yourself. So everything you say to someone, everything you hear from someone, you're not hearing from them. You're hearing it from your inner dialogue, your own perceptions of what they're stating. You never have a relationship with anyone. There is only a relationship with yourself. Then there's a blanket statement made that you need to come to grips with, and that is that you are the center of the universe. That all of the universe revolves around you, and that is a true statement. And then once you understand Inyoho, and I might be speaking a foreign language at this point.
Get the book, it won't be.
This is true. Fair enough. Just a plug. Once you understand Inyoho, you'll understand that that statement is absolutely true and absolutely false. You are not the center of the universe. If you died tomorrow, the world would continue without you, as if you never existed. Every experience is simultaneously for you and you alone, and has nothing to do with you. What we have to do is we have to see that we are both gods and goddesses and not God. We are definitely not God. The Almighty is hanging upstairs and checking us out from afar. And the opposite is true. He's in our hearts. He's checking us out from within. And the opposite is true. And the opposite is true. And the opposite is true. Did you know that he doesn't exist? That is absolutely true. God does not exist.
You're right.
Okay. He's a Christian. Oh, he's
Sorry.
going to drinking.
Oh, damn it.
I pushed him to drinking.
Yes,
Okay.
not my fault.
So, God is not real, and he's not true if you don't want him to be, and that is
if you don't want him to
the
be.
gift of creation is choice, and on top of that, freedom of expression.